What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Thierry Review, Trillionaire Hustle, help you build your financial muscle, man. But check it out, man. I appreciate everybody who been showing love to the channel. Like, subscribe, comment down below, man. Let's run it up, man. I'm just helping everybody grow their portfolio. I want them to make a comment that everybody I come across has an investment portfolio. Even if you got $10 in there, and if you got $20,000 in there, or $100,000 or a couple million, but everybody needs to have an investment portfolio. We need that. It is a must. You have life insurance, you have an investment portfolio. It is a must. It is no longer just a rich man game. We can all play this game and we can all win, man. But anyway, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. Like I said, I want to keep my videos a little shorter. Just want to give y'all some information that everybody can invest, right? So now, today, what I want to talk to you about is a different sector that I believe is a lot of money to be made in that sector, because that's just the way the world is going. That's the way the economy is going. That's just the way building is going. Long story short, I'm going towards the 3D printing. 3D printing is gonna be big. Well, it's already big now. 3D printing is already big, man. I just got a couple of sectors that I want to touch on and talk about 3D printing, because I believe, and I got a bonus for one for y'all at the end, right? So first, we're gonna start with number 10, 3D printing. This is gonna be a little funny, but listen, man, the sex toy industry, right? Sex toy industry, whether it's for female or whether it's for male, 3D printing is going to be big in that industry. And you know, the sex toy industry, the porn industry, all of that, that's a very that's a $1 billion industry, man. Not everybody participate in that, but for that world, people who participate in it, shoot, I wouldn't mind making some money in that industry, as long as I'm buying a company that's creating these sex toys or whatever. People want to enjoy themselves, do what you got to do, man. But so next company I want to talk about is the healthcare company. So healthcare companies are, well, no, before healthcare, death care. So death care, let me explain that. So there's a company in Spain, right, that are using people cremated ashes to make like so they'll use like after somebody get cremated, they'll take the cremated ashes and infuse it into an object to create it through 3D printing. So, you know, they'll infuse the ashes into like a vase that you might have in your home, but your grandmother's cremated ashes are infused in this vase that got created, type of thing. I mean, this might be a little weird to some people, but hey, some people, you know what I mean, that's what they want. You gotta give them what they want, man. You gotta give them what they want, right? So third sector I want to talk about is the construction sector. I think this is gonna be very big, because buying material bricks and putting up drywall and stuff like that, it's not that expensive, but it is still one of the most expensive things in building a home, right? There's a company in China that built a 5-story home in a matter of days, guys. Building a 5-story home now, I'm not in construction, but I figured that will probably take about at least 2 or 3 months to build a 5-story home. But they were able to do that through 3D printing by printing the materials in about 5 days. I wouldn't say 5 days, but it was a couple of days, definitely less than a month. So I don't know, that could also change that sector, man, 3D printing. Then we have marketing. Marketing is also another sector that can use 3D printing, or already has started using 3D printing. So through 3D printing, it could create life-size product. So for visibility, you can post these life-size products in places like in malls or along sides of the highway, wherever you're gonna get a lot of eyeballs. And you know what I mean, bring that product to life. People see it and they remember it. They go to the store and buy it. Marketing also uses 3D printing, right? Another one I have is mechanical engineering. Now, the thing about mechanical engineering is that I'm not a mechanical engineer. I'm just talking from my knowledge and my research. So mechanical engineer, what I figure is creating these small objects, or creating a lot of these small pieces to go inside things that you're engineering, right? Sometimes I believe like what you're trying to create, the machine you might have may not be able to create that, because machines can only create they can create uniform pieces, and they might not be able to You might not be able to alternate the pieces directly to your specific needs, but you could do that with the 3D printing. You could put whatever specifications you need, and 3D printing is gonna print it out for you, man. So again, mechanical engineering is another big sector that could use 3D printing in the future. Already has. The medical field I was gonna talk about is prosthetic. So 3D printing is already big in creating prosthetic legs, prosthetic arms, especially for people that were in the military who got hurt on the battlefield. Shout out to the veterans. Yeah, 3D printing, creating these lifelike, I meant to say lifelike prosthetic limbs in order for you to be able to use and move around and things of that nature. Like I said, I think that's gonna be, or another thing with the 3D printing in the medical field is artificial hearts. There's already people who they've been testing this on people already. That when people get a heart transplant and stuff like that, they've been able to create a fake heart through 3D printing. And you know what I mean? I don't want to speak too much of it because I don't know too much of it, but like I said, it's going along that way, right? When limbs and stuff like that you might need in your body, and organs and things like that, 3D printing could print you a perfect specification one that works for your body, man. So you don't, that's a game changer in the medical field. Dentistry. Obviously, I got a chipped tooth, so I could probably use some 3D printing, right, to fix it, to get a piece to fix my chipped tooth or whatever. But you know what I mean? So dentistry also, people are using particular older people who don't have teeth anymore, they can get a 3D printing of the exact grill they used to have, and they print them a new grill, just slap that thing in your mouth and you good to go, man. So another sector I want to talk about is the plane industry. Plane industry using 3D printing is going to be like, so they're able to, well, this already been done. They're able to create plane parts for cheaper and lighter, which makes the plane be able to travel a lot faster because the plane is pulling more weight forward, right? It's pulling less weight forward because the pieces are a lot lighter and the pieces are cheaper to create. So I believe, so for example, Boeing, right? Boeing is one of the biggest aircraft manufacturers, period, in the world for the military. Boeing, B-O-E-I-N-G. That's another good stock, man. I had actually bought that stock when the stock market crashed last year, March. I already made a profit. I already collected my profit. Now, I mean, it is what it is. But you can still get in, and it's still a good buy because of the businesses they're involved in and the contracts they have. They got to keep creating these planes. But long story short, Boeing saves, I think the 757 or 767, the biggest Airbus they have, right? Boeing have figured out that they can save $3 million per plane. Per plane that they're creating, they can save $3 million off of just using 3D parts. That's huge, man. That is huge. That is huge. A company saving $3 million per product that they're creating just because of 3D printing. That's amazing. Huge, man. Definitely look into that. And the last but not least, I know I told you about Elon Musk, SpaceX, and the boy Jimmy Neutron, the boy Wonder. But this dude, his company, SpaceX, which is about to start launching freaking rockets in space and stuff like that, making it easier for humans to be able to travel to space. His company, SpaceX, is trying to, right now, at the moment, I believe, they're trying to create the first rocket ship or whatever out of all 3D parts. 3D printing parts. That sounds scary to me, man. Like, you know what I mean? But hey, if he making sure, I tell you what, I won't be on the first rocket going up. I'm not the test dummy playboy. But anyway, after I see a couple of them go up and they came back down, so everything's smooth to go, you know what I mean? I might jump one of them things, man. But I ain't gonna be on the first one, I'll tell you that much. And then last but not least, this is the bonus one. The bonus one is food industry. So people, 3D printing has already been, there's a restaurant that honestly already creates just 3D printing food. Granted, each of the plates, the meals is like $60. I forgot what the restaurant is, man. But long story short, this restaurant only creates food out of 3D. Only 3D printing food, man. So that's already big. That's gonna be a game changer for agriculture. That's gonna be a game changer for food production, animal slaughterhouses. Who knows, man? But I'm just saying 3D printing is a very something that we got to keep our eyes on. I just gave y'all what, 8-9 different ways or 10 different ways of how 3D printing is going to affect us in the future. Again, just to recap that, sex toys, death care, construction Chinese company created that house in 5 days, 5-story house in a couple of days using just 3D printing part. Marketing, making products become life size so we can see them. Mechanical engineering, creating those specific little parts that we cannot honestly create. 3D prosthetic, creating prosthetic limbs and arms and things like that for people. Dentistry, I have a chip too. Shoot, I might need 3D printing to print me a whole new grill. You know what I mean? Plane industry, making planes lighter and cutting down costs and creating planes because we're using 3D parts. And SpaceX, they're right now working on creating a whole 3D rocket ship to shift to space. That's gonna save them a whole lot more money and make parts cheaper. And the bonus point I gave you is food. There's restaurants popping up with just making 3D printing food, man. Yo, invest. Why not, man? Yo, listen, man, the way this thing is going, man, you're gonna need to invest. You need to invest to keep your money safe and for your money to grow. And eventually the goal is for all us to be free, right? Or even if all of us don't make it, but I mean, as long as you're in a better situation so you can pass down this portfolio to your kids, man. Make sure your kids start in a better situation than you started. I love y'all. I just want to see everybody succeed. Yes, we can all win with stocks, man. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Let's run up the channel, man. Get them subscribers up. Tell your peoples about me, man. We're going to run it up. I love y'all. Yes, we can all win with stocks. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace.